You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast.
All right, welcome back to the Hello Sport Podcast, home of unqualified opinion and unwavering bias. Back for another week, Eddie. Obviously delayed. You were sunning your dick in Byron. How is the dick?
Dick sunned.
Sunned? You do look brown. I can only assume, obviously you are wearing pants here, unfortunately, that the dick is brown as a berry.
It's brown as a berry, but it was done so responsibly. As I get older, Tom, my appetite for sun has diminished.
Same.
Not that I don't enjoy it,
Love it.
but I'm, I start to make better decisions.
I don't value the tan as much as I once did.
No. I'm, it's sort of in the back of your mind. Look, is this great for you? Fucking can't be. I'm burning alive.
I'm cooking myself
I'm
here.
cooking. Also, do I like being like fucking hot all the time and having to have a swim every 3 minutes? Not really.
Not really.
So I seek out shade where I can find it,
Yeah.
and there was plenty there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some good, those like Byron trees. I don't know what they're called, but
I think they're called Byron trees.
Byron trees. I was under the shade of a Byron tree and loving it. Absolutely loving
That's
it.
what it's about. The tan, obviously, and maybe, Eddie, that's a symptom of you and I just being sort of, we no longer have the need to impress
No.
the opposite sex.
No.
I mean, we do it inherently, and that is what it is. But
There's not an underlying.
there's
need,
not an
but-
underlying biological imperative to sort of get out there and get yourself noticed.
Yeah. Peacock.
Peacock, exactly. So the tan has gone the way of the cassette player, basically, and that is relatively obsolete for you and I.
But look, it's still used.
Still used, and I still don't mind it.
Yeah.
But I went to the beach as well on the weekend, and I was like, you know what? Put a bit of cream on me and get me the fuck out of the sun.
Yeah. Get the brolly up.
Yeah. Well, I was actually under the shade of my own Coolabah tree,
Yeah.
a Sydney tree. Anyway, that's by the by. Your dick's brown, and that's the most important thing.
That's right. Had a lovely time.
It was nice.
Yep. Had a ball.
Hung with Nude Soon.
Nude Soon was up there fucking sunning around, just looking all fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, right. Okay.
You know what I mean? But he's good. He's in good spirits.
Well, that's good.
He's in great spirits.
That's what you want to hear, right?
You just want to hear that your friends are in good spirits, Tom.
If they're happy, you're happy, we're all happy.
We're all happy. Everyone's happy. Couldn't be happier. We took the Tonk up. Great spot up at Belongil Beach. He had the fucking time of his young life. He's a beach bear now.
He's a beach bear, is he?
Yeah. He's fucking mad for it.
Have you gotten...
Gets into his nutsack. Doesn't really like to be, submerged, but he will get into the ball bag.
Right, okay, so he'll
know
go
what I mean?
up to his balls, which
Yeah.
for a dog of that size is still pretty deep though,
Yeah,
right?
it's deep enough.
Balls
But he
deep.
likes his feet on the sand, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I get you.
He doesn't like to be swimming.
No, yeah, you like to be able to stand.
That's right. But he has a crack.
That's a reasonable request for a
I
dog
think so.
as well.
I think so.
For a non-water-based animal.
That's
To
right.
just want to be able to go like, I need to be able to fucking
Yeah,
feel the feet beneath my feet.
That's
Put
right.
sand beneath my feet.
That's right.
Whatever.
that's right.
All really important stuff. Now, Eddie, look, sometimes in this game you get curveballs thrown at you, you know what I mean? And by game, I mean having to sort of consistently stay atop the heap of the podcast. Heap.
Yeah, sure.
It can be, it's an up and down sort of thing, mostly up, rarely down. And we had another up, didn't see it coming,
No.
but these things just happen, right?
Well, look, ups come out of nowhere.
Ups come out
generally
of nowhere,
speaking.
yeah, and
so do the downs.
So do the downs, but they don't come that often. But I believe it was Saturday. Do your own Sunday actually. Woke up from a good 15-hour sleep
Yep.
to a post on the P's and D's page that we're getting spoken about in the Men's Women's Weekly. The biggest paper in the land, especially the biggest sports-based paper in the land.
Yeah. Well, it's
The Daily Telegraph
it's the Titan.
is the
of
tightness
papers.
of papers.
Yeah.
And not only are we being spoken about, but we're being spoken about by the one, the only Saint Peter Volandis, grandson of God, son of Christ.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Of that fame.
But spoken about quite graciously.
Well, graciously, glowingly, lovingly, adoringly, all of the positive.
Look, did he ask us out?
Did he ask us
Was it a love letter?
to go out for beers with him?
Was it a love letter, Tom?
So for those of you living under a rock, metaphorical or otherwise,
Look, it's important to stress that.
it is important that you know, metaphorical or otherwise, we obviously erected a plaque in honour of the great St. Peter Volandis, courtesy of the Jelly Shot Kid, and it was just, to try and honour him and his services to rugby league. And then, look, as is the sort of the way these things go, right? The media gets a whiff of what we're doing. They start fucking sniffing around. Before you know it, we're in the papers.
Look, they threw their best journos at this,
Yeah.
and rightly so. Look, it's taken them a little longer maybe than I
Well, there's the problem
anticipated.
with print media, right?
Look, print media is a little slow to the party these days, but that doesn't really bother me.
No, I don't care.
That doesn't bother me. What I really liked, Tom, was that it was part investigative,
Investigative. Yep.
half sort of love letter from St. Peter to seemingly to us.
Yes.
Now, we always knew that we had heavy hitters in our corner. It hasn't been something that, has come unnatural to us. We wine and dine and we rub shoulders with some heavy hitters.
Correct.
And, it's just
Pretty influential people.
just the circles in which Tom and I move. When you're top of the heap, you're exposed to these sort of people.
Yeah.
But what really took me, Tom, was that a man of his ilk, after the year he's had, one of the great years all time, how he didn't get Australian of the Year yesterday is still beyond me.
Yes.
But that's probably for another day because this is about love,
Correct.
not about injustice.
No.
Is that he's gone out of his way to invite you and I for a cold beer.
Yes.
Now,
And also started following us on Twitter. Not that that is a platform we frequent all that often.
but it's a platform.
But it's
we're
a
on.
platform of note. And PVL, of his own volition, decided to follow us. So, where does that leave us? Where does that leave us now, punters, dribblers, you ask? I hear you asking through your, breakfast cereals, if you are up this early, because we're up. Basically, this leaves us in a position of PVL has basically come out and said he wants to have beers with us. Now, if he doesn't, then we got problems. So now we just got to try and butter him up. We're trying to butter him up. Where are we going, Pete? I've already DM'd him once. 0 replies.
Seen?
I don't know. It's Twitter. I've never fucking DM'd anyone on Twitter to know whether it's like they see it. But I assume if he follows us, he's seen it.
Look, I'll allow him, I'll allow him a couple of days just
Yeah.
to wrap his head around what this might look like for him. He's
Yeah.
a very powerful man.
He's got a lot going on.
But I refuse to believe that he would write something like that and not fucking back it up.
Oh, I don't doubt for a second.
I'd be shocked.
I don't doubt for a second that we're probably going around to his place for tea with the missus and the kids and sort of meet the family.
Well, that'd be nice.
Something low key.
He'd be a great cook.
Obviously, I just don't want anyone to notify the paparazzi. I don't want any photos of us going into the house.
No, I don't want the Daily Mail there.
That's just crass,
it's
lowbrow
crass.
shit. But if it happens, it happens, right? If it happens, it happens. But Pete, look, obviously it's an honour to be sort of, I guess on equal footing with you now.
Yep.
In terms of the Australian media landscape and I guess our services to the game. Have you got the article there, Dave?
Yep.
Could you just to remind me what he said? So at one point he did think that we were students at Wollongong University, which obviously isn't correct, but, obviously we just look so young, I think.
That's what I took from that. I was like, look, he's seen the full heads of hair. He's seen, the dark skin.
Yeah.
He's seen, the youthful complexion.
Tight skin.
Tight, youthful. Look,
Yeah.
people often ask me if I've had Botox.
Yeah, I
look
know,
so
right?
good.
And
right?
you're like,
and I'm like,
actually,
no,
no.
bro. It's just like how I get out of bed every day.
It's just like natural, the body's natural collagen.
So, of course, Peter thinks we look the same age as Dior.
Yeah.
Because we do.
We do. We look young as hell. But no. Thank you, but no. But so, what's he say? I actually got down on my knees the day I graduated and thank God I ended up with the degree. Of course he did. He's thanking his granddad. Mm-hmm. I can't believe that. I didn't actually remember reading that. I don't remember reading that at all. So he went down and thanked his granddad for the degree, which is nice. That's sort of like respect for family as well. We've got family values, Eddie.
We do.
The only HD high distinction I got is a TV. He's a funny man.
He's class.
And I think he's also probably talking about HD light at Brookie on a Sunday. That's the only HD he really is talking about.
Yeah, of course.
Now, Volandis admitted to having a chuckle when he was made aware of the park bench that has unofficially been named in his honour. No, it's official. It's not unofficial.
How can something with a fucking plaque be unofficial?
Unofficial. I didn't... Yeah, again, that's all right.
Maybe if you took to it with Texter.
Yeah, no, this is a plaque.
This is a
mate.
plaque.
This is a plaque. A couple of guys from the university, incorrect, do a thing called, not a thing, but it's a movement called the Hello Sport Podcast. I'd like to invite them for a beer because they're bloody funny and great supporters of our great game. Now,
If that doesn't bring a tear to your eye, you're inhuman.
you're an absolute pig if you don't get a little bit emotional reading that.
If you don't get choked up.
Now, I feel like we do something with that quote. I'd like to invite them for a beer because they are bloody funny and great supporters of our game. Like, that's like, you put that on a T-shirt.
Yeah, you do. With St. Peter's.
With St. Peter
a
there,
sketching.
just in quote.
Yeah. A sketching of his face.
Yeah.
Much like the one on the new plaque that
Correct,
we'll
which
get
is,
to.
we are, well, that's it, right? So I think that we got to do something with that final little quote there.
I think so.
Because that's like, that's ridiculous.
I think it's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. But you're right, the plaque in question has been, well, the bench
Yes.
has been vandalised, you could say,
I think it's been vandalised. Yeah.
by the university higher-ups themselves. Now, I've got to say, we didn't physically put it on there. We had made a call out, and an anonymous punter and dribbler who may or may not be a fan of jelly shots was the one that oversaw the erection.
Well, he oversaw it.
Yeah. But are we saying now that it's been vandalised and been stripped down that we hope for another one to go back up? Yes, we do. We're not going to tell anyone specifically to do it. We aren't going to send anyone a plaque that's been made purposely for it.
Yeah. We're not going to tell people to use Dynabolts so that, the plaque can never be removed.
No.
We're not going to say any of that because it's not how we roll.
And legally, we've been instructed not to.
Yeah. Look, Lord of the Stars may have advised us, in no uncertain terms, confess to nothing.
But I would say this, and I'm not actually saying this, if you know what I mean, but if it were done correctly,
Yeah.
you'd need to remove the bench.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't get rid of the plaque.
Well, the D-bolts I'm thinking
yeah.
of.
But I would also say this, and I'm not saying this, but if I was Wollongong University, I would be going, Tom and Eddie get down here, PVL get down here, we've got one of the great Australians as an alumni, and let's cut a fucking ribbon in front of this thing.
Lean into it.
Lean into this thing.
You have got St. Peter Volandis, son of Christ, grandson of God, who saved, single-handedly might I add, the game of rugby league football from the jaws of
Mother Nature.
Mother Nature. I was going to say, extinction.
Well, Mother Nature through the pandemic was going to chew it up.
Chew it up, spit it out, and there'd be nothing left.
Yeah.
He has single-handedly saved the great game that we all love. That we
And
all love.
You could argue he saved every other game in the country because he was the only one with the cojones to go, listen, come with me.
I wouldn't argue that. I think that's fact. Scaredy Cat Gill, what?
His
You don't
dick's-
reckon he was fucking following the blueprint, mate?
Mate,
You don't
he's-
reckon he had moles on the inside at NRL headquarters trying to get the good oil?
Isn't Gill's piece still making its trip from Melbourne to Sydney to merge with...
How do you think that happened? It's because he got fucking alphaed by the one and only alpha
the true alpha.
in an alpha standoff. Now, where does that leave us? It leaves us with a predicament. It's like, okay, do we reach out to the University of Wollongong? Do we
Bring you into this?
Do we bring you into this?
Or if we get then like
would you like us to
Narbrad,
paint a picture of how it would look, how it would feel?
if you Narbra us, then we're just going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
And we're not saying that we are because
We
we're
would
not
do
doing
it.
anything.
But wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that look the photo opportunity? You get the Chancellor down there if that's a thing. You get
the
a nice
Chancellor down
river
there,
down
you get
there.
the Lord Mayor of fucking Wollongong.
Of course you do. You get St. Peter VL. You get us because we've broken this whole fucking.
We broke
thing.
the whole thing. We get D or Dave on the camera,
Yeah.
and it's a great photo op.
What better alumni do you have?
Yeah.
I'd like to know.
Yeah,
Name someone.
give me one
Give me one name.
that you've got that's more influential than Saint Peter Volandis, grandson of God, son of Christ. I'm waiting. But Eddie, I don't.
So yours going to try?
Yeah, I can see him trying now.
What do you
luck.
got?
What do you got?
What do you got? Fuck all. You got nothing.
There's not many names that ring a bell for me. Ben Cray. That's where we're at right
Get
now.
out.
Dr. Carl.
Get
from
the
Triple
fuck
J.
out. Get out.
Again,
Josh
are you
Morris.
listening, University of Wollongong? Are you listening? Can you see what great opportunity this is.
Yeah. Have a bit of a laugh.
But also,
Well, take it seriously.
no, take it seriously.
Take it seriously, but be prepared to not take yourself too seriously.
Yeah.
Because PVL's like, he's out he is a bigger entity than Wollongong University.
Yeah, much bigger. Much bigger.
Didn't the Kern go to Wollongong?
He did. He's alumni.
There you go.
Maybe he knows people.
He might even know Pete. They might have been in the same class together.
They might have been.
A couple of years difference, I know. But
Well,
like, you know.
only a pinch.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot in it.
Pete said he wasn't good. He might have taken a few years to get done.
Yeah. But so I suppose reach out University of Wollongong if you're interested.
Well, if the University of Wollongong's interested,
We'll give you a week.
and if you don't, that's fine.
That's fine.
We aren't putting anything up.
No, we're in Sydney.
We're in Sydney, so we don't.
You know,
We've got business to attend to up here.
that's right.
Eddie, before we get into the sport, obviously there's one more thing that we have to do because, when a Baggy Green is won, it's a big deal in these parts.
Huge deal.
Huge deal. Now, many of you remember from last year, some of the breakout stars were the Tasty Boys.
Yep.
You had Big Tasty, Guava Lover, Fumes, and Ghosty, I believe, were the quartet.
Ghosty, off forgotten at the time.
Ghosty was off forgotten, a la his name, you know what I mean? Ghosty sort of sat in the background a little bit, but, biding his time. Who would have thought that of the four Tasty Boys, Ghosty, the one to rise to the top and enter into the, the hallowed, the famed Hello Sport 11. But that's exactly what he's done.
Look, it was a long price. It was the
longest
price. But long things come in.
They do. Ghosty went one of the great lifts in modern history, one of the biggest lifts all time.
Well, certainly since the turn of the century, Tom.
Correct. And sent through two absolutely gorgeous Manly Seagulls
New.
golf bags.
Mint
Brand
condition.
new, mint condition.
Haven't been used.
Haven't been touched for you and I. Now, is this one of the great gifts all time? Yeah, it is. Is this something that it's like one of those things you didn't know you wanted until you had it?
Yeah. Look, I didn't even know that they made these
No.
things. In Dubbo, I've seen a bloke cruising around in a Manly Seagulls golf cart, and I've always thought, fuck, that thing's sick. I don't even think he had a Seagulls golf bag. In fact, I would have noticed it.
Yeah, so he's had the cart, but not the golf bag.
I didn't even think they made these. I didn't even think they made them. I'll be using this golf bag, Tom, for the rest of my days.
Yeah.
I can promise you that.
Yeah, absolutely. This thing's going to be worn into the ground. Wouldn't mind some new golf clubs if there's any golf courses or golf clubs out there who are just sort of like,
With little eagles on them.
I'll take Little Eagles or I'll take top of the line fucking
Tyler's.
TaylorMade or fucking, whatever you got. So that's up to whoever's out there. I'm not pushing for that. That's just an aside.
Would the golf bag look good full of new shiny new clubs?
Golf bag look good full with new clubs, but we'll wait for again. Not starting a campaign for free golf clubs yet. But shout out to Ghosty. Welcome to the 11, brah.
Well done, mate.
Your
Tremendous.
baggy green will be sent through shortly.
It's another reminder, punters and dribblers, of the varying degrees in which you can win or enter the Hello Sport 11. Was it Chica, friend of ours, got it for great content with, ripping Dior a new one via Ian Chappell.
Correct.
Right? Like, that's one way in.
That's one way in.
You go on one of the great benders of all time, a la, Trap Money.
Trap Money,
then
Danny
maybe-
Exotic, and he and the content that he provided over what was a big grand final week.
Yeah. But then sometimes the key to our hearts is, free shit.
Yeah, free shit with a Manly Eagle on it.
Sometimes.
Not always.
Not
Because we've been
always.
offered some absolutely horseshit Manly memorabilia where we've just been like, you can keep your dad's framed fucking Chad Randall poster, bro. I don't. With the greatest respect to Chad Randall, I'm just saying. Like,
Of course. Chad was a stud, but
just not exactly what I'm looking for in terms of things that are going to move my needle.
Needle's not moved.
Not moved at all.
With Chad.
No.
But
Limp needle on the Chad Randall poster or the Shane Dunley trading card. But there you are. Another member of the Hallowed 11. If you want to find your way in, then you know that there's many ways to do it. There are many doors and windows open.
that's right.
Now we should probably talk some sport.
Love to.
So, Eddie, obviously there is the, there's a lot going on. There's cricket that we'll get to, but it's been a bit of a while since the cricket happened, so we'll get to that in a moment. But I think the biggest thing for you and I in our world, in the world of Tom and Eddie, was Conor McGregor getting slept.
Yeah.
On the weekend. Slept. Never been knocked out in his life and got knocked the fuck out.
He did.
And all the talk pre-fight was best shape I've ever been in, best camp, everything's sharp, da-da-da-da. So I, as an absolute non-professional opinion, was like, my boy's back.
Look, have I been known to drink the Kool-Aid in the past? Yeah.
Yeah.
You could say that.
Mm-hmm.
Did I drink it all last week? All through Sunday morning into Sunday Arvo till about 4:35 or whenever it was? Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I happen to like the taste of Kool-Aid.
Love it.
I could drink Kool-Aid all day. And look, have I learnt my lesson? No, I don't think so.
No, I haven't learned my lesson.
I don't think so.
Because he'll come back and fight again, and I'll be dosed up on Kool-Aid.
But make no mistake, it was Kool-Aid in which that I was drinking.
Yes.
Because Conor, although he won the first round,
Arguably, he still got taken down.
Arguably, he got fucking pumped. His
So-
leg was so bashed up,
Yeah.
and he got knocked out.
Knocked
so,
the fuck out.
You know,
People making good points, and obviously everyone's saying it in retrospect, right? Which is where all of the best points are made. Hindsight.
mate, he was a $1.30 favourite.
Yeah,
so
ridiculous.
People talk shit.
Yeah, but like the fact that he's fought 40 seconds in the octagon since 2018, it's like, why did anyone think he was so? Why was anyone so confident? He's fought 40 seconds in fucking 2 years or 3 years, and he's going in against Dustin Poirier, who's had like fucking a million fights, and who's an absolute animal, and who only has lost to Khabib recently, beat Justin Gaethje, like an absolute animal. And then goes in there with Conor and like just kicks the fuck out of his leg.
So when
and
did
then
he fight Khabib?
2018.
At the end of
I
2018.
think it was October 2018.
Yeah, I think
or
it
something.
was. Yeah. Wow. And then 2019, he didn't fight anyone.
No.
And then come back and started 2020.
Fight
and
Cerrone, 40 seconds. No.
Time flies.
Yeah, it does fly, dude. It does fly. Dude, he knocked out Aldo in 2014, I think. Or 15. Dior. But time flies. But so they're like going, mate, like, what the fuck were we all expecting? God, we were all dosed up on Kool-Aid. Of course he lost. I like MMA in the sense that doesn't mean your career's over. But the ride that we've been sort of humping ourselves on, I mean, it's probably been over for a while anyway, but now it's like the Conor ride is
Well, when you look back, the ride from the UFC perspective was over when he beat Eddie Alvarez.
Yes.
Like, obviously, there was still a lot of hype around the Floyd fucking matchup. We all drank the Kool-Aid there. People still, I mean, I can't remember exactly who they were, but plenty of people saying Conor a chance of beating Floyd.
Yeah,
like,
fuck
that's
yeah.
the...
We
that's
were
the,
all talking it.
But
We
that's
were
the
all talking it.
That's the fucking... That's the ability that man has
Yes,
to...
make you believe.
Wall pull the fuck out of you and make you believe in miracles.
Yeah.
Even though, you know...
You fight
Miracles
the
are
greatest boxer
rare.
of all time, you've never watched.
Yeah. But then he comes back, fights Khabib, looks like shit, got pumped. Then he beats Cerrone, who looked like shit himself.
And is old as fuck.
And is old as fuck, and his chin's made of, glass now. But that sort of little things just keep it all ticking over. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Oh, of course I didn't beat Floyd. He's one of the greatest boxers of all time. Okay, sure, I'll allow it. Oh, I didn't beat Khabib because I was
he was
high
out
on
of-
coke and I was
yeah,
out of
yeah.
fucking fit. Okay, I'll allow it. Oh, look, did you see me knock out Cerrone? Yeah, I did.
I did, yeah, that was sick.
And I love that.
And shoulder strikes.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh yeah, coming back to fight, to fight Poirier, and it's like, dude, greatest camp ever, never been more committed to this. And then it's like, oh no, dude, he just kicked the shit out of my leg, and you're like, yeah, but like that's not a fucking new technique though, right? Because that's
Yeah.
the sort of thing that's been. It's not an excuse. The things, but like he's always got a little. He finds a way for you to go like, oh, am I going to give him that excuse? And it's like after the fight, he gave Dustin his praise and all that shit, but he was like, I need to be in there more. You can't come back without the only way you get sort of good is by consistently fighting in the cage. He's like, I need to fight more. I haven't been, I wanted to fight last year. The UFC didn't fight me. Now I've come back and they've thrown me to the fucking wolves and Dustin Poirier. It's like, I need to fight more. And then they're talking about like I think at one point he goes, I would have preferred it in the press conference. He goes, I would have preferred a lumping than a fucking dead leg. And it's like, bro, you got a lumping. You got knocked the fuck out.
You got lumped.
Yeah, your body just switched off before you could get lumped. Like, you got fucked up. The leg.
But you got lumped.
Yeah, you got lumped. He pieced you up after fucking your leg up.
You got knocked out.
Yeah, you got knocked out. That's a lumping.
That's what if that's sort of lumping, then I'm not here.
Yeah, he wants like he's talking like a war. It's like, well, yeah, I mean.
Oh, like a Diaz
Yeah,
fight.
yeah.
But losing it after 5 rounds. Sure.
Yeah, sure.
But that's not what happened. You
No,
got
you
fucking knocked out.
you just got knocked the
Did you
fuck
see what
out.
Khabib said?
Yeah, it was about like leaving your team and all that sort of
Has
shit.
he left his team?
No, he was like, I think what they were saying was that he's become obsessed with boxing. So like he still has all his training partners and shit, but I think he's got such a heavy focus on boxing that now, and again, I was listening to, I think it was Below the Belt, Brendan Schaub, yesterday. He was like, he's become too in love with boxing. When you watched him fight Eddie Alvarez and like his earlier fights, it was like switching stances, fucking all about movement, you know, and
Yes.
like fucking capoeira kicks and doing all this weird shit. Like he just stood there and like he threw one spinning kick, I think, to Poirier, which looked like it fucking hit him, but it didn't do anything. But like he's just sort of pretty one-dimensional now. Again, I'm not saying this. I'm taking from a
You've
fucking...
read this?
What a podcast, Below the Belt.
Right.
Brendan Sharp, former MMA fighter. Just that he wasn't really given much else there, and maybe that's just something that comes with time. I don't know, but he is sort of certainly chonging, like jacking off for boxing. But apparently now he's just gunning for the rematch with Poirier. For a title they're talking about.
What the fuck? That doesn't make sense.
The only reason they're saying it is because they're 1-1.
Yeah, I get all that, but they're one all at different divisions.
Yeah, I know.
First and foremost.
They're 1-1. They go to fucking heavyweight. They go to next fight rematch for the title. Again, that was what they were speaking about on. That was I think it was Kavanagh's coach was speaking about that with Ariel.
Oh, Kavanaugh said that.
Ariel said it, and then Kavanaugh was like, "Yep, like the sound of that." And I was like, "You don't really give a guy a title shot after he gets fucking knocked out, do you?"
That doesn't make sense to me. Why wouldn't it be a title fight the first time?
It should have been a title fight. It should have been a title fight.
And why? Like, mate, I don't know. I don't think any of that makes sense, to be honest. Like,
No.
yeah, he beat him, but he beat him like fucking 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like
Before either of them had won a title, it wasn't
Yeah.
like Nate and them.
No. But it's not like 1-1 after fucking in the last 12 months. Do you know what I mean?
But it's still
This
career
is like
1-1. That's
yeah,
how
I
they do
know.
it. But also, it's like they do it for Conor, right?
Yeah,
Like
but it's career 1-1. But Conor got fucking pieced up.
yes.
Did you see anything in that fight where you're like, oh, Conor could, you know?
Oh yeah, like I think he still did all right in the first round.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but he did, but he got fucked up.
Yeah, he did get fucked up, mate. He got
A couple of minutes into the second round.
Yeah, look, we are Kool-Aid drinkers.
Yeah.
right.
I could potentially drink it again.
I could definitely drink it again.
I could drink it again.
I could drink it for a rematch, and then he loses that.
I
and
just
you go,
wonder.
okay,
I just
Nate
wonder
Diaz,
how.
done.
I just wonder how cloudy my perception would get after another. You know, like the more
Well-
Kool-Aid you drink from the same.
Yeah, the less like ability your brain has to recover from Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
It does have permanent, long-lasting effects. The thing is, if he has another loss, though, then it's like, ooh, where are you sitting now? If he retired after fucking Eddie Alvarez, I would have called him like the GOAT, probably. Like, you know, so
Well,
it's
you're
like,
right up there.
Yeah.
And now you're like,
now you're just getting fucking knocked off.
he's getting pumped now.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it'd be hard to fucking want to fight when you're that rich.
Yep, he's so hard. Be so hard. He got off a yacht.
Yeah, he's like, I've still got the competitive spirit. I'm like, just play tennis then, bro. Like, just play some competitive games of tennis with some mates that you fucking put
You
money
don't.
on it. You know?
don't
Like,
have the competitive spirit. Not like you can't.
You can have
It's
a competitive
impossible.
spirit, but you don't have the mongrel.
Not in the fight game.
No.
Fight game's different. You can't get off a yacht and want to go fucking piece someone up.
No.
I just think you're more relaxed than that. Don't you think? I don't know.
I certainly would be. I mean, I'd never fight anyway.
I wouldn't get off the boat.
No, I wouldn't get off the boat.
I'd be like, fuck that, bruh.
Yeah, cancel my plans. I'm
Cancel
staying
my
on the
plans.
boat.
I'm actually staying on the boat.
I'm staying on the boat.
Yeah, more oysters, please, sir.
Oysters
More-
and Bloody Marys and prawns, please.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, I'm actually not going to get out of bed today.
No.
I don't have to.
No,
And I won't.
no.
That's where I'd be at.
That's where I'm staying.
I just stay in my pajamas all day.
Yeah. In my gym jams.
Yeah. Oh, am I in the same gym jams I was 3 months ago? You better
Yeah,
believe
you
it.
best
I've
believe
showered. Of course I've been washed.
Yeah, I've been washed.
I've got a bloke that washes me now.
Well, I mean, I'd probably go with maybe not a bloke, unless it was a bloke in a bar. Then I would, but they're the only blokes I wash myself with.
Yeah.
But certainly, yeah, I've been washed. Same gym jams, they've been washed.
Everything's been washed, but I haven't left my gym jams.
I haven't left my gym jams.
Except to get washed.
I'm nude and then back in the gym jams.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. And I've been doing that for years.
Yeah.
And that's what Connor's been doing for years.
For years.
You know, like, yeah, there's been a bit of training in and around that, but let's call it fucking spade a spade.
He's been in gym jams.
He's been in gym jams, mate.
Yeah.
Like, he was cruising around in those silk gym jams the whole time with
He
his
basically
fucking
rocks up
top off.
Everywhere he rocks up to, he's in gym jams. It's like, bruz, at some point you got to get out of the gym jams and get into the gym.
Yeah. Literally, you've got your shirt off and you're in your gym jams. It just looks like you've had breakfast. I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was delicious.
Sure, it was top notch.
But you haven't been in the gym when you got those gym jams on the whole time.
No, it's hard to believe. Now, some say he was in the best shape of his career, which maybe he was.
He looks good.
He looked fantastic
but
until he got knocked the fuck out.
But you know what? You know who else would look fantastic? Me. If I'd lived in my gym jams and
For
I'd been on a
3
fucking
years.
yacht and you
had
know,
every trainer telling me what to do. I can't tell you how jacked I reckon I'd be if I had enough money to have people just literally tell me exactly what to do and when.
no, but be there with me.
That's what
doing it.
100%. That's what I mean. Like,
And then I can go for a nap in the afternoon.
I can go for a nap, get the gym jams on, and then I come back out and they go, all right, eat this, do this, do
Yep.
this.
Yep.
Mate, I'd be ripped.
Flying with a trainer everywhere
Yeah.
and your own chef.
Personal gym jams.
Personal gym jams.
Anyway,
Where do we go from here, Tom?
maybe a rematch. He'll definitely fight. Well, I'm pretty sure he'll fight again. Apparently, that's what they're saying. And I'll watch it and I'll drink the Kool-Aid and then hopefully he doesn't fuck like. I think that his glorious golden run is completely and utterly done, right? Like, as in,
It's done, mate.
it's done.
No, like it's done.
Yeah. So maybe we were.
There's no amount of Kool-Aid that I can drink that'll get me back on that train.
No. But I think
I was prepared to.
Yeah, I was before the fight. Now
We were saying, like, is this the second run? No, second runs don't happen. Comebacks don't happen.
no. Dana White's like talking about, oh, you know, is this Rocky? And you're like, no, Rocky was a fictitious or a fictional movie. So, sure, we can be like, maybe this is like Rocky 3 when he's rich and he comes back. And you're like, or maybe we don't have an example because it's not legitimate because that's a movie and this is real life. And if
Michael Jordan came back. Tiger came back.
not fighting, bro.
Ali came back.
Yeah, was he rich as shit or did he come back from like...
He came back from like prison and shit, right?
Yeah, that's a little bit more... That gives you... That's not gym jam life, you know what I mean?
Has anyone come back from gym jam life? That's the question.
That's the real question.
Once you put the pajamas on,
Very hard to take them off.
very hard. Unless you have a root.
Unless you're having a root or you're getting washed by a bloke.
But you put them straight back on.
You put them straight back on. Ideally, you never take them off, but you obviously have to. The other fight was Michael Chandler versus Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker, who is as tough as teak, got knocked the fuck out in the first round.
Chandler looked
Chandler looked good.
hot and ready to go.
Yeah,
He was pumped up.
He's like a 3-time lightweight champion from Bellator, and so he's obviously like, but he's old. He's older than Aldo, or the same age as Aldo. But everyone thinks of Aldo as old as fuck. I saw that somewhere as well. But anyway, knocked Dan Hooker dead. Apparently, Dan Hooker threw his gloves into the ring when he walked off, and everyone's like, "Oh, does that mean retirement?" Or you know. But 2 losses in a row for Dan Hooker. I don't understand this. Apparently, they were saying for him for quarantine, he can't get back into New Zealand to see his kid until the 20th of February. Why would it be that long? Why wouldn't it just be fly back to New Zealand, quarantine, 14 days?
Maybe he's not flying back until a certain date.
Maybe he's got to go back US first or something.
Yeah, it'd be something like that. Unless they've got a 21-day quarantine.
Who, the US or...
New Zealand.
Oh, because I was going to say US doesn't have a quarantine. Isn't that wild?
The UK doesn't either.
Like, what the fuck are we talking about here?
Well, you know.
You know?
And
Get it together.
Well, it's. I think their, their perception is
Fuck it.
the horse is bolted.
Well, it has now.
Yeah.
But I mean...
Bolted. But from the perspective of why didn't they have a quarantine at the beginning? you could go, yeah, it's a little odd.
But I mean, like, I don't know if it's bolted far enough for you just to go like, well, fuck it. Why don't we just bring one in now?
I think they've said fuck it, like vaccines now.
Yeah.
That's
Vaccine soon.
Vaccine soon. That's right.
Um,
So well done to Connor. Fuck, it is what it is.
It is what it is. The only other thing that I just saw when I was coming in, or a couple of things actually, big fights in 2021, Eddie. Robert Whittaker fighting, Jesus Christ, his name escapes me, the big juiced up Brazilian who Adesanya fucked up. Paulo Costa. Robert Whittaker fighting Paulo Costa is a pretty badass fight. Robert Whittaker just like... Now, he's a guy who, I mean, he wasn't Jim Jam life.
No,
He
God, no.
He's like someone who's gone knocked off the top and just like climbing his way back. I just wanted to beat the fuck out of
Yeah,
Costa
but he wasn't
like a
Jim
fight.
Jam
No,
life.
he wasn't Jim Jam
That's the
life.
difference.
He wasn't Jim Jam life at all.
But he's climbing.
He's climbing. Then Adesanya and Blachowicz for the lightweight title is going to be dope. And Stipe and Francis fighting again.
Are they?
Yeah.
Like that.
March, I think. That
Really?
gets me dripping.
I like that.
Yeah.
Francis, scariest man on the planet.
Without a shadow of a doubt. But also Stipe beat him.
Which is just mind-blowing.
Mind-blowing. Daddy long-legged spider over there. Making his way down the wall. I think I've just got a keen eye for it now that I live in my fucking apartment. And then Jake Paul of Internet Gimp fame
Fighting Ben Askren.
fighting Ben Askren of Masvidal 5-second knee to the face.
Surely.
KO fame.
I mean, look, I don't know anymore.
Look,
You'd
Askren,
think that
Askren's not a
Askren would-
noted striker. He's a fucking wrestler. So he's not a fucking boxer.
Is it a boxing match?
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
Dude, if it's anything other than a boxing
That's what I
match,
was saying. I thought, no.
Jake Paul will only do boxing matches. If it was anything other than that, he'd get fucking Jake Paul
Pieced
get
up.
murdered.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what Askren's like. Does a career in the fight game maybe just like prepare you a bit more? Like, I think this would be the most legit fighter that Jake Paul has fought.
Does anyone give a fuck about this?
I don't give.
I don't.
I don't give a fuck.
Jake Paul fighting Ben Askren? I couldn't give a fuck about that.
No, but
I would never buy that. Never.
But I'd 100% watch it.
If it was on.
No, like I'll watch it.
It's a
but I'm
care
not gonna
A for
buy
me.
it. Yeah, but this is what
It's a care A for
But this
me.
is what the world is. The fight world has come to, right?
I know. Exactly.
But it's
And I want no part of it.
nah. I do. I'm into it. It's just fucking.
What are you into?
Because it's still interesting to me to see whether this guy gets his head knocked off, and if he does, I want to see it. And if he doesn't, I'll be like, "Fuck, dude!" Like what he did. When you hear like fighting experts talk about the way he knocked out that Nate Robinson NBA player.
Yeah.
Again, obviously it's an NBA player, but still, people were like, "He's an athlete. Jake Paul isn't." Like they were saying that the way he actually did it was like technically quite good with boxing, like. And that he's like 23, and if he trained really hard, who the fuck knows? Not they're saying he's going to be like the GOAT, but like, who knows? And he's such a brash fuckwit.
He's brash as all get out.
Yeah.
He's one of the brashest cunts on the planet.
Yeah. So you just sort of like, okay, I'm going to just keep an eye on this thing. Am I drinking any Kool-Aid? You best believe I'm not going near any Kool-Aid on this one. I'm just here to consume it. But it's a shit show. It's a sideshow.
Yeah. I'm just more of a highlights guy. I'll watch the highlights. That's enough for me.
I'll watch it. Anyway, I think that's fight sports.
I think so. Tom, look, has there been a little bit of time in between the last test and now? Yeah, there has. You could argue that, it's in the revision mirror and we've moved on with our lives. But from this perspective, sometimes you get a little bit out of it. You know what I mean? We've had time for the dust to settle. How do we now feel about the defeat?
Yeah.
What do we do as a nation? How do we get back on our feet?
Yeah.
And rise once more to the tippy top of the sport.
Right, wrongs.
Right, horrible wrongs, etc., etc. But more importantly, I think than anything, get ready for the Ashes at the end of this year.
Yes.
Now,
Who gets bullets? Who doesn't?
who gets bullets? Who doesn't? Now, obviously, we lost.
That's a great point.
If you didn't know that, then you must have been living under a physical rock.
That was a physical
You've been
rock.
living out in a cave
Yeah,
and you've just
yeah,
missed
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole lot.
Now, so we haven't spoken about this. One of the great tests all time, one of the great series all time,
Yeah.
and you and I watching it, funnily enough, just with a couple of Indian blokes at the pub.
Yeah, I had a great time.
Great time with them. Shout out.
It was all very cordial.
Of course. Well, we're not like the assholes in the crowd.
No, but they weren't assholes to us.
No,
You know,
no, of
rubbing
course
it
not.
in.
No. But we were just all talking about like how nuts this bloody win was going to be.
Yes.
But there was an element where I was happy for India. I was like, that was sick. I'm glad I saw it, right? There are those things where you go, like, obviously a loss sucks. If it was a loss to, say, like South Africa, I think I would have just hated it. Like, there's no amount of enjoyment I would have got out of it because I just fucking hate South Africa for some reason. No offense, Dave. England as well. Like, yeah, Edgbaston would have killed me. You know what I mean? Like, I remember it, but, like, I was still...
But I wouldn't have sat there and copped that if it was England.
No.
Yeah, I'll go along with that. I think what I would go along with more was the fact that they were like fourth string.
That made it even better.
That made it better. It wasn't so much it was India. It was more the circumstances in which they won.
Yes.
Now, a lot of people the day afterwards, including Justin Lang, I think that day was like, look, I'm just glad that Test cricket's alive and well.
Yeah, that's the
which
comment,
is a cop-out.
Yeah, that's the comment you make when you just get done historically.
Yeah. Which is sort of a nice out because it is great for Test cricket.
It's a great out to have, and it is great for Test cricket.
And we're all invested in the future and the health and the well-being of Test cricket.
Yeah.
It's like a baby to a lot of us.
Well, if we need Test cricket to be healthy first,
yes,
it's like we got to fit Test cricket's mask before we fit the masks of any
That's
other
exactly
nations.
right. That's exactly right. So from that perspective, he's not wrong.
No,
but we all see through the bullshit.
we all
right?
see through the bullshit. That one stung.
That
like
one
nothing else has ever
stung because. And this is, I'll borrow a couple of lines from our friends at the Great Cricketer, Tom. Very concerning now, given that I think it speaks to the depth of Indian cricket, and I think that it may now be a case of, well, can anyone beat India?
Well, they've got a billion fucking
ever
people.
again?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 1.5 billion people. They've got fucking shitloads of money now because of the IPL, and as the nation itself rises and the economy goes better and better, Tom. More and more people get brought out of poverty, and then they build up systems and schools and pathways and all that crap. Maybe it gets to a point where it's like these motherfuckers can't be bested.
Yeah.
Because put it this way, New Zealand fucking unbelievable at rugby union because the whole country's obsessed with it, and it's like religion over there. There's 4 million people that live in New Zealand and they can't be beaten. 1.5 billion Indians. Yeah, it's religion there too, though, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now they've got money, and it's starting to get to a point like, shit, if they can beat our side, which is pretty fucking good. Like, yeah, we've got some collapses, but we've got the best bowlers on the planet. We've got Steve Smith, who's the best since the Don. We've got Labuschagne, who's he's understudy. We've got Warner, who didn't fire, but like we've got weapons in the duffel, Tom.
Yeah.
For us to lose to their 4-string side at home
And
with the decider at the Gabba is ominous.
Yeah. Look, I guess what I would wonder is, right, is there a ceiling of human potential in the cricketing realm, right? So let's just say, like, there's Bradman is as good as you're going to get, and in 1.5 billion Indians, they haven't found another one. And in fact, in the 7 billion people that walk this beautiful, slowly dying planet of ours, they haven't found another one.
Yeah.
So do we kind of go, yeah, you got 1 billion people, bruh, 1.5 billion, 1.5 billion.
Yeah, 1.5 billion.
But, unless you're fucking creating the Don, which we created with what was the fucking population of Australia when the Don came around, right? Like
Tiny.
So I still think
Get Australian population 1930. It's got to be
4 million.
Yeah, if that.
In 1930, it would have been about 6.
There you go.
Well, what about when he was born?
So when would that have been? When was the Don born? Is he in 1800s?
Nah, surely not. He was born 1908. So
Your rugby league started.
That's
yeah,
right.
it would have been 4 in 1908.
There you go. So we went wrong.
There you go. 4 million when the Don was born. I was spot on. Is that surprising? No, it's not. So you know what? Have your 1.5 billion people, but that it just means that, mate. Yeah, you've got more. You might have a few more like people to choose from, sure, but we'll find them.
So are you arguing that you still need to find 11 greats to win? And yeah, they've got depth, but our 11 can compete with their 11. Is that your argument, Tom?
Look, our 11 now can't, but I think that we can do it again. Like, look at the fucking
'Cause we've done it before.
team. So the Steve Wars team.
Yeah.
We would have taken a steamy piss on anyone in world cricket for the No one's been better than that team. You know?
Except Ricky's team that did the same sort of
Oh,
thing.
no. And what country are they from?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yeah.
The West Indian sides in the 80s and shit. Like, the West Indies isn't a big population.
No, exactly. So, I mean, yeah, you're billion and a half. I'm a little bit nervous about it, but because of your third string shit. But we didn't play that well. And again, shout out to our good friends at the Grade Cricketer. I think they said that on this week's podcast. Like, are there a couple of old dogs? I'm paraphrasing here, by the way, but a couple of old dogs within the kennel that have maybe been exposed. That, you know, it's like, and this is them saying it, but like Tim Payne, Nathan Lyon, I think maybe they said David Warner. Are these old dogs holding up their end of the bargain?
Tim Payne, he averaged 40 with the blade, so he was third best for us. He dropped a lot of catches at pivotal moments. Then you start to question whether or not he should be the skipper. Is it too much pressure? Yada, yada, yada. We can get to that. But it's an interesting point with the old dogs in the kennel. Warner, injured, sure. But he hasn't been fucking performing.
No. But there's no one exactly ready-made to come in. That's the other thing as well, right?
No, I know. But, you know, averaging 7 or whatever it was, it's not good enough.
No. It's definitely not.
It's not good enough.
Matthew Wade. I think he's done.
I think he's done.
I think he's
Nathan
getting there.
Lyon's an interesting one.
Yeah. I think they said Nathan Lyon. It's one that I think's worth just saying, though, even if they didn't, but I'm almost certain they did. Like,
another spinner's never talked about, ever.
No.
It's never talked about.
But that's because he was like one of the, you know, he was the first one since Warney to break out of Warney, right? Like, everyone after Warney who spun the ball was basically like shot. It was shot, but like there was always a few other spinners to spoken about. Nathan then got to the point where it was like he is there basically until he's not there anymore, until he doesn't want to, or until he wants to retire, or like, you know. He basically everyone else was never really competing against him for a spot in the side. He was locked up. But now he did fuck all in that series, respectfully. He batted better than he bowled, sort of. Do you know what I mean? Like, he tried his ass off, but it was like he didn't take wickets.
No. And when we needed you to take wickets and win us the test match,
You didn't do it.
I'm looking at fucking Sydney, when we needed to take 5 wickets in 2 sessions. You start to ask questions.
Mitchell Stark.
Well, I think Mitchell knows.
Mitchell Stark.
I think Mitchell might know, right? Is Mitchell now just a pink ball guy?
Well, I don't know. Like, where's James Pattinson? What's he doing?
He's injured all the time.
It's true. He loves getting injured.
He loves getting injured. I mean, Pat Cummins couldn't be hotter.
No.
The country boy couldn't be more country.
Yeah.
You know, Nathan Lyon, I don't know. Mitch Stark, I don't trust him with the new ball anymore. I don't. I trust him if it's pink.
If it's pink, I do. If it's
pink, I trust him. Yeah, fuck yeah.
If it's a cherry blossom.
Yeah, if it's a cherry blossom, I trust you with my life. But we only play one test with a cherry
Blossom. Most of them are just with a cherry.
I don't trust you with a new ball. You're too leaky. You're a leaky old ship.
Yeah.
And I've run out of fucking corks to plug the holes.
Yeah. And then when we talk about T-Pain, who we love, who's hot as fuck, and, you know, was the good guy we needed to bring us back from the brink, now we don't have really another option, basically.
Well, it depends which way you look at
Yeah.
it. Do you say, oh, Alex Carey, maybe you come in and put the gloves on?
Can you just have a look at how old Alex Carey is? I swear he's already like 34, which is probably not right. But
He looks so young.
it's like us.
Alex Carey is 29.
Okay, so that's not
Well, how old's Tim?
37 next year, I think.
Tim's old.
Yeah, he'll be 36 this year. Sorry, 37 this year.
37's old as fuck.
And his fingers wouldn't be what they were.
I don't think his fingers have been what they were since he was like 11.
Yeah, exactly. Now, just theorising here. Just theorising. Do you bring in Alex Carey for Tim Payne and just go, listen, Tim, I know you were averaging 40. We really respect that. But your glovemanship wasn't up to scratch and we need someone to take catches. In which case you would need to find a new skipper. And if I look around the room, Tom, and I am, I only see one man. I see an autistic kid sitting in the corner who, you know, we might have to go back to. That's my read.
Knocking in bats.
That's my read. Yeah, there's an autistic kid in the corner knocking in bats. He's in full regalia, by the way.
Yeah.
And it's 3 a.m.
Yeah.
he looks weird as shit, but he can bat his dick off.
Yeah.
And he's
a savant.
he's the safest piece in the side. Labuschagne's safe too, but too green from where I'm sitting.
Labuschagne too green. Labuschagne too like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Labuschagne almost needs like something, like he almost just needs to be dropped for no reason and then just be like, you know what I mean? Like, when you're a young kid and I don't actually mean he needs to be dropped, but when you're like a young kid and you're at school and, like everyone's always like, oh, your parents are always like, enjoy school because it's the best time of your life, right? And then when you get into the real world and the real world pressures and they weigh you down and then you become, a little bit hardened and jaded to the ways of the world. Labuschagne not there yet. Labuschagne's still like giggles and fucking, ha 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 ha.
He hasn't seen enough winters.
Hasn't seen enough winters.
Long, hard winters.
Long,
tough winters.
Hard, tough winters. He just is too happy. And I'm happy for him that he's happy, but life's actually a crushing blow of like a crushing sort of, a sushi train of defeats.
It can be. But also, you could borrow from our experience. Sometimes you just win the whole time.
That's true.
Sometimes.
I just don't want him to think that it's all upside just because that's how we've experienced it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, don't measure yourself against us.
Because that's unrealistic.
No. And you're going to, and then off the back of that, you are going to experience defeat. Crushing defeat.
Folly.
But where does that get us as a nation?
People are also saying, oh, Blue Eyes, Pat Cummins.
Yeah, but like, but then so many people are like, you can't captain the nation from the boundary rope.
I know.
And they get too emotional, bowlers, a lot of the time.
I know.
Like, they get pumped the fuck up.
But that's why basically we
like, are you able to, like, Pat Cummins is a competitor, Tom. He's a competitor. Is he going to realise maybe he needs to take himself out of rotation?
Can I put something to you?
And God forbid you don't want a bowler reviewing all their own fucking LB shouts.
No,
God
you don't.
save us.
That'd be a goddamn nightmare. Now, let me put something to you. What if we stick with T-Pain as captain and wicketkeeper? Matthew Wade, as we said, respectfully, has been shot.
Out of respect.
Out of respect, he has been put down. It's like with a family pet. You don't let them go through all this pain, right? Like, you now average in the 20s.
No, you be humane.
We be humane, and we humanely put him out of his misery. Then bring in Carey to bat 6 or 5, sorry.
Or Max Downs, friend of the show, suggested that you bring Carey into wicketkeep and then you have Tim Paine batting at 6.
No, I'm saying keep Paine bat, bring Carey in. Carey gets his head around batting in the test side and the pressures of test cricket while T-Paine's still there with the gloves, captaining the side. And then when you eventually have to put old Timmy down, we've got Carey in there. He's already got a taste of it. He's not going to be overwhelmed from ball 1 of his first test.
What's Carey average with the blade? Because if you're going to bring him in as a top 6 batsman, he's got to have fucking runs on the board.
Yeah, he bats all right.
But
he's got first class tons and shit.
I think he scored a century like 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But yeah.
But what Max was saying is take away the pressures of wicket keeping for Tim Paine, put Carey behind the stumps, but Paine stays captain.
Tim's a wicketkeeper first, though. He's not a batsman first.
But he's saying off the back of runs scored in this series. I argued against that.
Yeah.
I'm just bringing up other...
Yeah. Schools of thought.
Schools of thought.
I think that Tim, best gloveman in the land still, even after a bad series. I think you just want Carey to focus on assimilating into the test arena.
What's his first class?
His first class average is 34.
It's not a...
His high score is 143. He's scored about 2,000 runs in 65 innings.
Look, it doesn't exactly get my dick hard.
No, it doesn't.
34 doesn't get anyone hard.
No, it doesn't.
But
have we picked on 34s before? Like, have we picked 34s for the side? Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we never used to. We used to be, if you don't average 50, you can fuck off.
Fucking fuck right off.
Yeah.
Look, they're tricky times.
But if you put Carey you move Baggy Green up, Carey down.
I can't see it happening. I think if Carey comes in, he comes in to keep. That's what I think. But I don't think they've got a leader of men. I think the nation knows that. I think the JL and the like all know that. I think they'll stay with Tim Payne. I think
Because we need a peaceful transition of power.
I think they'll keep Payne till the Ashes. That's my prediction.
Unless he has an absolute shit show in South Africa.
Yes, if we go, but we may not.
God, I hope we go. I'm not ready to put a bow on cricket,
If we go and he has a shocker, it makes things very fucking interesting.
Yeah.
Then Steve has to be captain, really. You would think.
I don't know. Again, that one fuck up from Steve where he's marking centre saw how quickly the nation went, fucking back in your box, bruh. Like, we've forgiven you, but not really.
But again, we talked about that. I don't know how many Aussies were like that.
Heaps.
Yeah? I felt like there was a lot of overseas hate coming in.
Well, I mean, listen, obviously, if I extrapolate the data and the chat groups that I'm in, which aren't that many and not with that many people in it, I saw some anti-smudge rhetoric from proud, hard-working, roll-your-sleeves-up Australians.
People haven't forgotten. People were embarrassed.
They embarrassed the fuck out of us, right? Like, you didn't just embarrass yourselves, you embarrassed the great nation of Australia. So if you start doing some weird shit on the pitch, it's like, hey, dude, no more of that.
It's tough. It's really tough. And that's sort of... It's almost an analogy for the series, It was tough.
It was very tough. But it was good.
Cricket was
great.
good, hard on his cricket, and I loved every second of it. But from them to drag ourselves off the canvas after getting bowled out for 36 and losing that test in...
Without Kohli, without all
they were in front until they got bowled out for 36.
Yeah.
They were in front.
Yeah, they could have fucking rolled us.
They could have fucking rolled the shit out of us.
3-0.
And we all said, geez, we want a tight series, but then when they get that tight, you go, oh.
Well, I liked it, but Pant's innings on that final day was...
And Shubman's.
And Shubman, hottest player in world cricket before Pant's innings.
Yeah.
Anyway, look, I don't know where to from here. I think we just...
Where have we arrived? We've arrived to basically nowhere. It was more just like a diatribe of our thoughts.
Yeah, exactly.
Cleaning the slate.
Yeah,
We've
exactly.
cleaned the slate.
Purged
ourselves, cleaned the slate. A little bit more clarity around the situation. I think we go to South Africa and we try to cut the new batsmen and we go again. Will Pucovski, you need to stay at the top of the order, my friend.
Yes.
David Warner, you need to go to South Africa. You need to score runs.
Yeah.
Tim Payne, you need to be a better gloveman, better leader. But keep scoring, 40 a fucking series average that'll do nicely.
Mm-hmm.
We find someone to replace Wade. Don't know who that is.
Travis Head maybe comes back in.
Something like that. And then we go again and we'd be better.
Yeah, as a nation.
Bring
Carey with us.
Get him around the setup. Get him comfortable.
Bring Carey on tour.
Yep. Couldn't agree more. And then you start to work out contingency plans.
What about fucking... What
do you do if Nathan Lyon... What do you do if Warner has an absolute Barry Crocker shocker in South Africa? What do you do if Payne has one?
What about the dude, and his name escapes me, but when we played the test series in Australia, I think it was the last time India were out here, and then we played Sri Lanka afterwards, and basically we didn't score a ton all summer until Smoke and Joe Burns and that other dude... he was in like the middle order for Australia and he got a ton and his old man was in the crowd and he was like, I'm going to bloody drink 1,000 beers.
Was it Hanscom?
No.
Or...
Cartwright?
No. Not Hilton Cartwright, not Peter Hanscom. It's almost like his initials were KP.
Curtis Patterson.
Yeah.
Where's he?
He got a brave ton and then he just was never seen again. I just am like, how does that happen? How do you just not even get spoken about?
Renshaw's sort of the same.
Whatever happened to that bloke?
Where's Renshaw gone?
Dude. He's now Matt Renshaw of Brisbane Heat fame. You know what I mean? The bloke got 180 for his nation in India, I think. Shit in his pants. And now it's like...
It's a cruel sport, mate. Unforgiving. No prisoner stuff.
Really no prisoner stuff. I mean, is Khawaja...
What are these blokes averaging in first class cricket?
Curtis Patterson is averaging 40 in first class. He's averaging 144 in tests.
Well, that's, I think,
with
one
two
test.
innings. Yeah. Who else do you want to know? Renshaw.
So give us Renshaw's average.
He averages 144. He's not even in the fucking conversation.
Well, and averages 40 in first class. Like, what the fuck is 40s?
First class average for Renshaw, 36. And he's averaging 33 from 11 innings in tests, so hasn't shit the bed there.
He's only played 11 tests, so I'm all right. Look, I mean, that's not put a line through him stuff, that's for sure. What about...
Hilton Cartwright.
Yeah, no, Hilton Cartwright, I think's fallen like off a proverbial cliff. He played like 2 tests, got hit in the balls, and that was like it. With the greatest respect, but it's a bit of a looker, Hilton.
Yeah, he's averaging 34 in first class.
Not enough.
Not enough.
If there's not a 4 in front of it, I don't
What's
care.
Usman Khawaja averaging? Now, obviously, he's had a longer career, but I'm just sort of like, does he ever come back, or is he just done because JL hates him?
Well, I think JL doesn't like him. Who's too abrasive.
Yeah.
Khawaja, he's averaging 40 in tests, and first class average is 42.
I mean, you know.
Form says a lot, though.
Yes.
You got to look at the form.
Have you got his 2018? 2018. You got his 2020 /21 average.
I'll get it here. Oh, his average from then. I can get his scores.
Yeah, just sort of like his
Yeah,
season.
2018.
No, not 2018.
Wait.
2020. I said 2018 because I'm an idiot.
Well, in Shield this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll find it.
But like, I don't know. There just seems like there's got to be more than what we're like. And don't ever say Sean Marsh to me and all that sort of shit. I know Khawaja's sort of working his way into Sean Marsh territory, but he was better than Sean in terms of a player. But like, I don't know. I just feel like there's got to be more players that we're just not getting exposed to.
You and I don't watch, and this may be our fault, we don't watch enough Sheffield Shield.
Admittedly.
I'm the first to admit that.
Yeah.
I don't watch enough of it.
No.
But, you know, surely there's more studs out there.
Yeah.
Blokes who are just ready to come in and fucking score mountains of runs for the nation. Surely they're
If you're
out there.
averaging over 40, you got to be in the consideration, don't you?
Surely your name's on the whiteboard, Tom. I would have thought. Like, who's got you hot and horny recently except for fucking the Balkan Bulldog?
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I was hot and horny over a new player.
No, Baggy Green's a little bit hot and horny.
Sort of.
Well, he's getting 80s and shit. He might have actually scored more than the bulky.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, he didn't score that many runs and he didn't take a wicket.
He didn't take a wicket, no, he didn't. But he got me a little horny. I'll say that. He got me a little horny. But Pucovski came in with a lot more sort of fanfare and, you know, hullabaloo, if you will. But it was worth it. Other than that, I mean, I don't have anyone getting me horny other than Pat Cummins. Respectfully, of course. Anything on Khawaja's?
Also, the last Shield game of the season, he made 130 and 46
It's not
in
bad.
2 innings, which is decent.
It's not bad, is it? But I just...
You just get the feeling Usman's at home stewing a little bit.
Yeah. But, like, I mean, if you're getting runs, form's got to be fucking... Even if he is a bit of a, you know, abrasive type, as JL puts it. Well, doesn't put it. Behind closed doors probably does. I don't know. I'm just like, I need a win. That's all I need, right? I need a win. This cricket... We were meant to end this chat like 10 minutes ago, and then Curtis Patterson popped into my head, and it was like, give me another 15 minutes. We need a win.
We need a win. Look, I'm just turning my attention to the Ashes at the end of the year. If we don't win that, I'll be fucking furious.
Yeah, no. You and I are going to hop into a fucking dinghy and just paddle off the coast and hope to die.
We'll be gone.
Yep.
You may never see us again.
Well, no, you won't. Because we're going to paddle out in the middle of the bloody, what is it, Tasman? Pacific.
Yeah.
Just float off.
Float off.
Turn our phones off.
Yeah. And look for a better life.
Look for a better life on an island somewhere. Yeah. Get marooned on an island and just
Get
live
far
off
away from all the bullshit.
coconuts and bloody,
Yeah.
you know, like get high off sea snake venom.
Yeah. And, you know, good old-fashioned yarns.
Yarns and toad licking. Anyway,
All right.
That's cricket. Just quickly before we dribble, Eddie, I think it's worth us just touching on the fact that Tom Brady into his 10th Super Bowl and with Tampa.
with the Buccaneers of like, I think they were like 7-9 last season. Dior. Buccaneers historically pretty dog shit. Brady, you know, obviously was given his marching orders by Belichick and was like, fuck you, right, I'm going to go look for someone who's pretty beater, but with an all right squad and take him to the promised land. And that's what he's done. He's getting to his 10th Super Bowl. He has won 6. If he goes 7-3, like a 70% win record in Super Bowls would be ridiculous. Have you seen his fucking Super Bowl conversion rate? It's like his conversion rate for Super Bowls is higher than Steph Curry's three-point shooting.
Yeah.
percentage.
So it's more Tom Brady's more likely to make the Super Bowl than Steph Curry is to hit a 3.
Marinate that.
Let that one sink in.
Let that one sink in. He's now got more NFC. He's got as many NFC championships as Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, and Drew Brees.
Like, what the fuck in one season?
Yeah.
The man's a machine.
Yeah.
An absolute
43.
43. He's still doing it. Like everyone's like, oh, he should have got to retire now. He's like, bruh, I'm not done.
He's 7 years younger than Mahomes' dad. And when he won his first Super Bowl,
Mahomes is in nappies, bro.
yeah, Mahomes was like 6 or 4.
Like, mate, what do you say? He's a fucking genius.
There was also a stat about Mahomes that I read, and this is one that is technical, which I don't entirely understand, but the way it was written, like this guy was like, this is the craziest stat I've almost ever read. But it was like, the last time Mahomes lost a game of football by more than a possession was when he was playing like for some sort of like college team in 2016 or something. So like by more than a possession, does that mean like
Probably.
they didn't have a chance? Like as a possession, basically a scoring opportunity, meaning that's like one score away from a victory.
Yeah, that would be how I'd understand that. So I would assume 8 points or less.
Yeah, that's
You
pretty
count the
ridiculous.
most points you can score
Yeah.
on a player's.
So the last time he's lost a game by more than that, it was like 2016.
Wow. He's very, very, very good.
Yes. This is also going to be the first time that a team in the Super Bowl is playing in their home.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's cool. I find that shocking
Yeah.
that that's never happened before.
It's just the way it is. And of course, it's Brady who's doing it.
If he wins at home, good Lord. Like, no one gave them a shot now.
No.
And
people
people
still-
Bill's sitting at home going,
Well, yeah, people were
Fuck
sort of
that
talking
up.
about like
fuck
the
that up.
system, like when you realize the system was Tom Brady
Yeah. Yeah, that was the system. System's Tom.
and Gronk. Not that Gronk's the system, I just mean Gronk is also a fucking. Anyway, it's the time of year when I'm interested in NFL. So
Yep.
probably should dribble though, Edward.
Yeah, let's dribble, bro. Let's dribble.
Eddie,
Yeah, mate.
got to do a birthday shout out. Not something we do all the time, but
Not really,
sometimes
no.
we'll do it. You know, like if the mood strikes. So this is from Todd Rigby. Sent us this. G'day lads. Wondering if I could ask a massive favour, get a birthday shout out at the end of the podcast. His two mates are twins. They got their birthday this week. Never miss a podcast. Eden and Jonah. Happy birthday, bros.
bros.
Happy birthday. Not sure how old you are.
Got no idea. Not sure when your birthday is even.
Todd could have given you more background. When did he send this? Monday.
Look, a little more context would have been nice. We're just going to have to guess.
Yeah, happy birthday I'm going to say their birthday's Thursday this week. Happy birthday for Thursday.
If it's on Friday, you share with me.
Is your birthday this Friday?
On Friday, yeah.
Shit.
But if you don't, then you don't.
Then you don't. But if you do.
Then you do.
So is someone turning 30 this week?
Someone's turned 30 this week.
Wow. Ho, ho. Eden and Jonah, happy birthday. We've moved on. 30. How you feeling about that one?
I'm all right.
Welcome to the fucking club, dickbag.
Mm-hmm. It's been a while coming.
Are you doing anything for it?
Yeah, maybe. But we'll talk about that.
Yeah, sure. We don't have to
No.
give people like facts and figures.
No, we don't. But yeah, 30 on Friday, bro.
Huge.
Huge.
And shocking again to everyone, and Peter V'landys specifically because it looks like we're at uni. But no, we're both 30 now.
Yeah. Well, I'm not.
Well, no, you're not, but essentially you are.
So, but happy birthday to those two.
Happy
'Cause
birthday to Eden and Jonah.
Did I hijack your birthday message? Might have.
Might have, but he is turning 30 and your mate didn't tell us how old you were turning, so how the fuck can we, weigh it up?
How do we weigh it up?
But Eve
Probably-
and Jonah, though,
Happy birthday.
they could have the same birthday as you. And
That's the takeaway.
Yeah.
That's the takeaway. You could share your birthday with me.
And that birthday is
29th.
29th of January. You're very close to Evie Rose. Oh, yeah, Evie Rose had her birthday. I don't
She
know if
did.
turned 1.
Happy
Bro,
birthday.
thank you. Happy birthday to Evie. I'll tell you what was funny about that. Sorry that we've gotten sidetracked from dribbles. But it was like a lovely day. Family all comes together. But my old man and my mum's boyfriend had never met before. And like both lovely people, so it was never going to be etched. But I just knew it was uncomfortable for them. And everyone started just being like, oh yeah. It was just like, it was just one of those things where like, you can see them both being completely normal and friendly, but also like...
Heard what? Just awkward inside.
I'm pretty sure, and I just left the room because I didn't want to be in there for the whole like fucking thing. And I was like, oh, Dad and Tim, yeah, how you going? But I think Dad even hugged him, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, Bill, what are you doing, mate? Like,
Well, he's trying to be familiar.
I know, but like, woo up.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not 100% sure if that happened. But then when they left as well, they fist bumped and then had like a COVID chat. And I was like, oh, fuck. You guys are so funny. That was like the biggest takeaway from Evie's birthday. Sorry, Evie, but
That's hilarious.
yeah, it was funny. It was funny.
Shout out to Evie Rose.
Shout out to Tim and Bill for going the big lift on Evie's birthday. Again, two wonderful human beings, but that was a lol.
Time to dribble?
Time to dribble. Evie's 1. I'm a father to a 1-year-old. Let's move on.
Scary.
Scary. She's the cutest kid alive. Sorry
Frightening
about that.
stuff.
Sorry, she's fucking cute. And a genius. Shout out to Peter Volandis. St. Peter Volandis. Shout out to Kelly Slater. But I think that's us.
Be soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Could you two just not talk anymore?